Welcome to Team Malcolm's video for the Logisticom 2017. We will introduce you to Intermalt company with a brief explanation of its supply chain as well as safety practices. So, let's begin. Everyone knows beer, right? Beer is a combination of water, sugar, yeast, hops, etc. But what about this? It looks like grain, right? However, it is actually germinated grain, or usually referred to as malt, which is the core product at Intermalt and currently is their strategic supplier of beverage companies with branches in Vietnam including Heineken, Sapporo, and SABMiller. There are many types of grain, but the main one used at Intermalt is barley. This nutritious grain is procured from locations worldwide, namely Australia and Argentina, in order to avoid dependence and maintain the quality. From its origin, the grain starts its long journey in bulk carriers to reach the factory's private seaport, where it is put into the silos using conveyor belts. The grain is then stored safe and sound at the right moisture level and temperature. After that, the real transformation begins, starting off with removing dirt and steeping to aerate the barley with water and oxygen. The grain is then kept in the tank for 4 to 5 days to germinate, which involves mixing and heating in 24 hours to develop its flavor and color. Later, the excess roots will be removed by an extracting device. At the end, barley becomes malt and is ready to be delivered to the beer factories. Either it will be packed in 50-kilogram bags or in bulk with one huge bag covering the inside of the container. As Intermalt wants to focus on production only, the transportation process is carried out by Intermalt contracted partner. Now we're going to illustrate some practices Intermalt implemented to ensure the safety for all of its stakeholders. Regarding quality control, from steel grains until turn into malt, the material must pass through the quality inspection process in Intermalt's lab, where they undergo further testing to make sure that they are up to the client's standard. Concerning staff safety, all must wear reflective clothing, specialized helmets, and shoe covers when working on site. Earplugs are also required when working in rooms with operating machines. Training sessions are conducted quarterly to keep the staffs updated on the latest changes. For the society and environment, the byproducts are handled carefully to minimize negative impacts. The recyclables, like husk and roots containing high nutritional value, are either sold to feedstuffs or fertilizer manufacturers. The non-recyclables, like impure water and mud, are purified using a complex system and transferred to another specialized company to resolve respectively. Currently, Intermalt is developing a new type of specialized container for transporting malt so as to eliminate the use of bags regardless big or small. On the other hand, the implementation of safety practices costs Intermalt a great amount of money to purchase the equipment, a lot of time to conduct research and training, along with generating many hidden costs like opportunity cost. To demonstrate, instead of investing in safety equipment and staff training, Intermalt could focus on increasing the factory's production capacity by purchasing more brewing tanks. Accepting the trade-offs, Intermalt wishes each worker to have the same mindset as the manager, to protect themselves and the company. During the team's visit to Intermalt, we have noticed an issue that seems to be underestimated. At Intermalt, the production process only involves organic chemicals, so usually the scent is quite pleasant. But for some sensitive individuals, the smell of malt can be quite pungent. Research has shown that continuous exposure to pungent smell from low dose of chemical can result in multiple chemical sensitivity syndrome, and some scholars asserted that MCS would decrease the productivity as affected employees would try to avoid contact with the smell and usually suffer from mental health problems like distress. Unfortunately, the smell resulting from malt production is inevitable, but worry not. Even if the smell cannot be eliminated, Intermalt can still take these following courses of action to protect their staff. Firstly, Intermalt should raise awareness of this issue among the current as well as future employees by addressing it in regular training sessions. Probation time for new employees should be extended from 1 to 3 or 4 months, allowing them to leave if they cannot familiarize with the smell. For those that can get used to the smell, daily exposure can still affect their senses. Therefore, masks should be included as a part of Intermalt's safety equipment, and respiratory check should be included in the annual medical health checkup. And that is how safety in the supply chain is established at Intermalt. Thank you all for watching.